Alright, I'm going to make a video explaining the little mini project that we're doing in Algebra 1 to count the cost. So the idea is we're going to figure out kind of, how much it ends up costing us when we buy things on credit. It's never really a good idea to do that. So Excel really helps to figure out how long it's going to take to pay things off. So this is the assignment sheet. We'll fill in this table. There's not really a way to fill in this table until you actually use the Excel spreadsheet, and then you can figure out how much things cost at the different percentages of the credit card. So first, think of an item that you want to buy. So something that people generally purchase on credit or can. Laptops, computers, big screen TVs, all kinds of things, but I'd like it to be over $500. So figure out what you want to do. Okay. You're going to need two spreadsheets. One spreadsheet is going to be for 5% interest rate. One's going to be 15% interest rate, because we want to be able to compare the dramatic difference between the two. And then, of course, we'll have cash, which will just be the amount of the item. Then these are some questions that you'll want to answer, probably after you're done with your spreadsheet. Okay. So, give an example here. This is sort of a done example that I gave you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and do the Excel spreadsheet live so you can kind of see how you produce the Excel. So let me go to Excel. Alright, let me see here. Okay, so I go to Excel and I just start typing in here. So I just typed month, and then I typed amount due, and you just kind of move it over with the cursors, with the little left-right cursors, or press enter. Minimum monthly payment, so we have amount due, we have minimum monthly payment. The next one would be the balance after you've subtracted the minimum payment, and then the interest that they're going to charge. Now for this, I'm going to type in a little bit more. I'm going to do 15% interest. So this is 15% interest, but what the credit cards do is they charge you 15% for the whole year. So really what this is 15 divided by 12, which turns out to be 1.25. And that means, I probably need a little more space here. Okay, so it actually is 1.25%, and we'll see when we multiply, we'll have to multiply by 0.0125, because that's what 1.25 is as a decimal. And then the last column will be just the balance. Alright, so I don't know if I like the way this screen doesn't show the whole thing, but alright, I'll live with it. Alright, so I buy something, let's say I buy something for $600, so I just put it in there. And then I'm going to pay, let's say I'll pay $30. Okay, so I pay $30. This next column is I'd like to do 600 minus 30. So anytime I plug in an equation, I press equals. And then instead of doing 600 minus 30, I'm going to see this cell right here as B2. So I can either click on B2, or I can actually just type in B2. And then minus. And then you can either click on the cell you want to subtract, or you can just type in C2, see how it's C, and then it's 2 right there, and then press enter, and it does the calculation for me. Then this right here, I want to take my $570 and I want to multiply that by my interest that they're going to charge me. So I'm going to do equals again, and I'm going to do 570, but not 570, I'm going to do D2, because I want it to always do this for me. And then I do an asterisk, because that is how you multiply, one way to multiply in Excel. And then I'm going to multiply by 0.0125, enter. That's how much interest they're going to charge me that month. And then the balance, I'm going to do equals, and I'm going to do D2, and I'm adding 570 plus the interest. So that's going to be E2, enter. Now, I have money shown for this, and I don't think initially you have money. So what you do is you just highlight the cells that you want, and you go up here to the currency and just make it money, so that makes sense. And then a lot of times you can do center, just to make it look a little nicer. Center. Oh, it just centered my money, so I don't want it to just center my money. Actually, I want to center everything, so I do the alignment just a little bit better. I'm wondering why it's not centering my money, but that's alright. Alright, so then next, I take my balance, which is over here, 577. That's how much I'm going to owe the next month. So I do 577.13. And then I'm going to go ahead and just pay $30 every month. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to just, touch the left button, and then go all the way down. I'm just going to always pay that much, $30. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to pay off, so I might have to go a little further down than that. And then this one, I can take the same equation, I can just copy, and I can paste this equation all the way down too. So paste, and it'll fix it once I start plugging in the other numbers. And then same thing here, I can take this, copy it, paste this all the way down. And then this one, same thing, I can copy and paste it down. Okay, so these need to be fixed, but we'll just do them one at a time. So then it looks like I owe $553.97, so I'll just take that and put it here, $553.97. And then look, it fixed this one. So then I just have to go over here and do 530.52. See how it fixed this whole line. Then that's 506.78. So then I can just plug in 506.78. Fixed all that. And then I can just plug in the 482. See that right here, 482. So it's pretty quick. You can just do 482.74. And then the next one is 458.40. And the next one is 433.76. You getting the idea? And you keep doing that until you don't know anymore. So you go all the way down to the bottom, and you'll be able to see, at least your spreadsheet, you'll just be able to see how many months it takes to pay off this debt. So it's going to take quite a while. Keep going all the way until you have zero balance, and that's how you'll know how much it'll cost you. And so if it takes you, if it takes you like, let's see, if it takes you, I don't know, however many months, if it takes you 30 months, let's say, and I keep paying, I forget how much I was paying. I think I said I was paying $30. Oh boy, let's see. Yeah, I was paying $30. So 30 months, I don't know if it'll take me 30 months, but if I was 30 months times $30, then that means it would actually cost me $900. And that item was supposed to cost me $600. So we can see the difference there. So you get the idea? All right, so that's one spreadsheet. Now then you would make another spreadsheet. You just start a brand new spreadsheet. And then this time when you do it, do the exact same thing, so no change, except for the interest rate. So then right here for the interest rate, instead of it being 15%, do 5%. So do 5%. So that would be 5 divided by 12. So let's see here. I wasn't quite ready to do this one, but 5 divided by 12. Let's see what that is. 5 divided by 12 is, I want to see what it is, a decimal. So 0.41. So that's 0.416, let's say 7. Okay. So that means when I do this calculation, if I was to, that's what it is as a percent. So then I would have to move the decimal place over 2 spots. So I would go, for this equation I got to fix it, I would do D2, and then I would multiply that by, I have to move a decimal place over 2 spots, so it'd be 0.00416. Would that be right? Yep, move it over 2 spots, boom. Now my interest wouldn't be very much, it would only be $2.37, so see how that fixes it? So that would be pretty quick. You could just kind of save over your other Excel spreadsheet, especially if you already printed it out. You could print it, and then you could just start a new spreadsheet, just making that one little change, and then actually, then you just change all these numbers again, same way. So this one would be $5.72.37, and then you keep changing all these. It will take you less time if you have a better interest rate. It's only 5%, so you should be making a dent in your payments a little bit more, or a dent in your how much you owe, and so it'll be better. But you'll be able to compare that, and then once you're able to figure the spreadsheet out, how long it takes, then once you do your 2 spreadsheets, you'll be able to answer these questions, and that's what will go in these 2 spots, and then you could figure out the difference between the 2. Okay, so let's see. I don't think I need, yeah. And then you'll put the difference right here. So, but total money spent, actually, you know what? I don't need, I should have put an X in the, I don't need 4 spots here, I only need 2. So just so you know, so total money just in those 2 spots, and then this is how much the item costs. So I really don't need 2 different columns, so sorry about that, or 2 different rows. And good, and then you can answer these questions, and that should cover it. So 12 minutes explaining the project. Alright, very good. Due date won't be any earlier than Wednesday. Okay, this coming Wednesday. Thanks.